Gerard Khalil, called the completionist on the internet, has been a public figure in the gaming community for more than 10 years. He started his YouTube channel where he does 100% completion of the games, and this helped him build a significant and respected following. Nevertheless, the last time his charitable work came to light was in a different way. In 2018, Gerard was a key participant in the launch of Indie Land Charity Marathon, a unique platform for indie game developers to present their games. The event was not only to provide an opportunity to the developers that are not so familiar, but also to support the fundraising process for a noble cause. All the proceeds from the Indie Land project are provided to the Open Hand Foundation, a charitable organization that is focused on dementia research. This foundation in particular is very dear to Gerard and his family, as they founded the organization in 2003 after the diagnosis of Gerard's mother with frontotemporal dementia. It was then officially registered as a nonprofit organization in the year 2014 after her demise, but its objective remained unwavering. Indie Land has been a success case of charity fundraising for the last couple of years, keeping the amount of money raised above $100,000. The website has the words that they have gathered $600,000 of total donations. The marathons attract an incredible mix of people, from well-known game streamers to celebrities, all jumping in to join the effort. The Open Hand Foundation is an organization that mainly benefits the University of California, San Francisco, as indicated in their website. Gerard also noted in 2020 that Open Hand is indeed one of the main partners of USCF in its endeavors. Furthermore, he added that Open Hand is an organization that reaches out to multiple organizations internationally, demonstrating its dedication to accomplish its goals on a global level. The Open Hand Foundation has been in operation since 2014, and so far it has accumulated over $600,000 in donation, which makes up the entirety of its bank balance account. On the top of everything, they say they are helping in scientific investigations, but in reality, they haven't offered a dime to any of them. The latter's 2014 to 2017 tax filings, which are accessible as they are a nonprofit organization, illustrate this tendency. The foundation gets donations every year, subtracts a part of the cost, and saves the rest of the money, which eventually increases their cash reserves, which is currently worth $655,000. To me, it is odd to see those who say they are supporting the University of California, San Francisco, but there's no evidence of any financial aid to the institution. In disbelief, the fact that they have David Kessler's quote on their website, who is a supposed supporter, is an outright lie, as Kessler left his position as the dean of the UCSF School of Medicine in 2007, which was way before the foundation was even established. This is a real source of worry, as this shows lack of openness and their motive behind the fundraising. When the Open Hand Foundation was confronted by the critics about their absence from social contribution over the past 10 years, it gave an incomprehensible answer. Their claims that they donated body parts for research prior to official registration as a foundation, a claim which seems doubtful and irrelevant to their charitable activities, is not convincing. Besides, they brought their case forward, claiming that they had financed the institution, which didn't make good progress. This is a concern because Open Hand shows that they might be withholding money until they find the beneficiary that they consider as a worthy one. This disclosure elicits many queries, such as, if Open Hand has been looking for a beneficiary since 2014, what is the reason for Gerard being so much in denial, and he is still claiming that they support organizations worldwide, including the UCSF and the Alzheimer's Association? How does he proceed to say that dementia is the sole purpose of these funds? Of course, there is another side to this coin. Although Open Hand claims that it is not affiliated with the University of California, San Francisco, on its website it still gives this support very openly. When asked, they insisted that they were not guilty of anything illegitimate, pointing to the IRS as a surety against the injustice. Nonetheless, it is the legality aspect of this matter that is most questionable about the way they have filled in their forms and signed off incorrectly. Putting aside the legal technicalities, the fact that their charity reports have reflected their activities could lead to charity fraud. When people are given money with a guarantee of using it for a certain charitable purpose and then holding it for years without fulfilling the rightful purpose is fraudulent and unethical. Open hands actions not only undermine public trust and confidence in charity organizations, but also show how accountability and transparency should be given a greater emphasis. Open Hand, for the past 10 years, keeps stating that it is donating funds to groups such as UCSF and the Alzheimer's Association, but they haven't transferred any money really. They say that they've been searching for somewhere to send the money to, but that's not logical. Had they been serious, they would have been blunt to the public. Though they do express their ignorance regarding the purpose of the fund, they still hold the fundraisers. People have been giving the money thinking it will be used fighting dementia, but the money has not been used that way. Open Hand does not show any interest in the public problems because it did not add any comment on the issue. According to Gerard, in 2022, he learned the funds were not in fact being sent anywhere. He did not cease talking about UCSF and the Alzheimer's Association, although he knew of their undertakings. It is very tough to put your trust in him. As long as Open Hand is not seen putting in genuine effort to resolve the problem, it's very difficult to believe them. Gerard has not only acted as Open Hand's director since 2014, but has also been responsible for raising funds for the organization. Therefore, it would be hard to prove that he did not realize what was happening when he was asking for donations. Consider this question. Suppose you were the fundraiser who gathered over $100,000 for charity. Would you be interested in where those funds were allocated? Would you be so kind to call and ask if the sent money has been received? Whether that response was positive or negative, you would still be the only one to answer for the money that had been entrusted to you. Now the question is whether the money really is there and if Gerard really has it. He says they still have all the money and just need to hold on to it for a while before they can donate it. For the time being, there is no reason to doubt that they will give, but in the case of Open Hand's previous crimes, we will need solid proof when they do give. It's a difficult situation because the money was not paid for a long time ago, and the donation now may only be a reaction to the fact that the authorities caught them. We look forward to the moment we affirm that the total amount of money raised by Open Hand has been in fact distributed to the targeted organizations. However, should that happen, then the money will all be there, but the activities had been unethical and definitely illegal. And this situation is bad and needs to be resolved, and there should be consequences. One should know and realize that lying and pretending to have donated for charity with the intention of getting money is never a good thing, regardless of circumstances. In addition, I think that Open Hand's financial record should be audited by an impartial third party. Apart from ordinary gamers, some other people are doing a more in-depth analysis of the problem. Therefore, do not allow this to be a hindrance to your contribution to a noble cause in the future. On the other hand, there are dozens of high-profile, well-known internet fundraising events for established, reputable charities, such as AGDQ or Desert